Hey guys, this is Jack from Geek Assets. Welcome back. I haven't done a video in a few weeks. I've been very busy with family stuff. We were down on Amelia Island celebrating my daughter's graduation from high school. And there's just been a lot going on. It's kind of that crazy time with the COVID stuff going on, trying to get other work done. And frankly, without comic book conventions, everything that most people are buying are either from Instagram or from eBay. That brings me to the next point. So the reason for doing the video today is I've been working on a concept. It kind of has morphed over the last year into something that I'm going to be able to explain to you today. And even now, it's in its infancy. It's constantly morphing and changing, but that's going to happen because you guys are going to be involved now. So what I'm talking about is real simple. If you're on Instagram, and you should be following us on Instagram, which is at geek_assets, at geek_assets. I kind of mentioned in the last week, I hinted at something that we're going to be starting. It's starting on Instagram. And if you guys support it, and if you want it to continue, we have some major plans for this new type of contest giveaway game that we're going to be running. So let's start with kind of a little bit of a background, and then I'll tell you what the basic concept is. So most of the people that are watching this video are familiar with some of the contests that are being run, and especially on Instagram. So on Instagram, they become very popular over the last 3 years, these single comic book raffles. And for the most part, you guys know what they are. There's 10 spots, there's 20 spots. It's a specific, and it's always a graded comic book. So it's always a graded comic. It's usually a comic that a lot of people are interested in. So you see the same books over and over again, ASM 300, The Death of Gwen Stacy, Hulk 181. You know, the story goes on, and it's the same books over and over again. And people love the raffles because it's a chance to spend a little bit of money and maybe get a 1 out of 20 or a 1 out of 10 shot at something, some type of grail that you always wanted. Well, the problem with the raffles, there's a few different problems. I'm not going to go into all of them on this video, but one of the problems with the raffles is that it's the same books over and over again. And many people like me, they're not interested in those books necessarily. So it's not the same thing as, your top 10 list or the grails that you're currently looking for. Maybe they're not even slab books. Maybe they're multiple books that you would rather, purchase. Maybe there's books that are more scarce. They're not as popular as other books, but that is big on your list. Like, I'll give you for instance. I'm into Plastic Man. You guys have seen me purchase those 1940s and 50s Plastic Man or police comics. I'm never going to see those books on a raffle on Instagram, okay? There's other titles like that too, and all of you guys have your little nook and crannies of things that are not just ASM or Venom books. And so there's no contest for people that are interested in buying other things. Second thing is the mystery boxes. Now, you guys have seen me I did one mystery box opening on this channel just to see what it was like. It's not for me. When you've been collecting since the late 70s, the last thing you want is another box of 5 modern comic books that you really don't want. I don't need those 5 comics. Most of the time it's useless. I understand for mostly younger collectors that they like it because they get some cool books. And they don't have the space problems that the rest of us have. So getting another 5 books is not the biggest deal in the world. But my other problem with the mystery boxes, some of them don't even tell you how many mystery boxes they're selling. Some do, but some don't. So you have no idea if your chances of winning are 1 out of 100, 1 out of 20, or 1 out of 5,000. I have no idea. And then to wait 3-4 weeks to get a box in the mail with 5 comics that I don't want, it's just not that appealing to me. Most of you are buying your books. If you're not buying them live or at a convention, which we know is not taking place now, you're buying them from Heritage, from Comic Link, or primarily from eBay. So that's part of what we're working on here. That's part of the concept. The second part of the concept is raffles in general are not really legal. Okay. Now, we know everybody does them. We know they're getting done. There's no problem there. I'm not coming down on anybody for doing anything here. But raffles that are not that are costing you money just to join a raffle are not usually legal. So that's another issue. Me being an attorney, it's kind of a problem. Okay, so we've had to juggle and come up with an interesting idea. But the third thing is, I wanted it to be interactive. I wanted it to be informative, not just a raffle, not just a contest. So I wanted to. What I tried to do here was come up with an idea over the last few months that took away the single slab raffle concept. I want you, the winner, the person that wins, to be able to buy anything they want. That means raw, that means graded slabs, and that means multiple books. Why should you be limited to only one book? Why shouldn't you be able to purchase whatever books you want? So that was number one. Number two, that means that you can buy anything, and you can buy it whenever you want to, and it's not a mystery box with postage and all kinds of other things going on, and you're not waiting 4 weeks to get this thing in the mail just to find out that you didn't win anyway. So here's what we're going to do. The name of the contest, and what we're going to be doing going forward here is, the name of the contest is, what would you buy? What would you buy? All right? So what you're going to see either at the time that this video is out or within the next few hours is if you go to Instagram and you go to our page at geek_assets, you will find the first one of these contests, and we're running them on Instagram initially, but there's a much bigger picture here. What we want to do is, if you guys support this and you like it, we will be then doing live streaming on YouTube and converting over so that we're having more of a conversation with this and doing these live. So here's the way it works. Real simple. I've kind of wanted to hit on all the things that I don't like about raffles and mystery boxes and try to solve those and be creative. So what would you buy is going to be a post or a contest. The contest on Instagram is very simple. We are creating on a constant basis new content. It's going to be in the form of a PDF initially, and it's going to have a lot of what you guys are doing on YouTube, which is a top 10 list of spec books. They may be a top 10 list of spec books for Marvel. They may be a top 10 list of spec books from the Silver Age. They may be a top 10 spec list of just DC books or just bronze books. So we're going to be creating a lot of different content here that's going to be informative and a lot of fun. But that's just the start. The second part is, I want your opinion, okay? There are so many amazing people that are here on YouTube and on Instagram that are so good at the investment side of the comic book hobby. You guys are fantastic. So we want this to be interactive. So what's going to happen is the contest, the first contest, let's say, is going to be, what would you buy? And what you're doing here is, let's say there's 10 spots, okay? It's just like the other raffles. You are going to pick one of the 10 spots. You're going to tell me which spot you want. You're going to choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Each spot is connected to a pre-order. What are you pre-ordering? You are pre-ordering one of those spec reports, okay? One of those spec reports that's going to have a top 5, a top 10, a top 20. And here's the key. It's what would you buy for $100, $250, $500, $1,000. So that's the trick here, okay? That's the game that we're playing. So when you choose one of the spots, you're going to be pre-ordering the report, okay? You're not going to pay up front. You're going to be clicked in, committed to paying for the report that's specific to this specific contest. So if it's, what would you buy if you had $250 eBay gift card, you're going to pick one of those slots. And let's just say, for argument's sake, that each slot is $10 for argument's sake. You're committing to buying an actual product, not to a raffle, to an actual product, at $10 for a digital download of a PDF that has valuable information. But here's the game. Yes, there's going to be a raffle. Yes, there's going to be a winner of that $250 gift card, or $500 or $1,000. But We want this to be interactive. So in the comments on Instagram, you're going to claim a spot, and then you're going to respond or reply to your own post and tell us what you suggest to the community. If you win the $250 eBay gift card or $100 eBay gift card, tell us what you think would be the best possible spend for that exact amount of money in terms of a spec buy or an investment grade comic book. Now, the difference is, if you win a $250 eBay gift card, no one's forcing you to buy a certain book. No one's forcing you to buy a certain slab, a certain grade, and even a certain grading company. So this opens it up that this discussion ends up being interactive, informative, because it makes each one of us think about, if I gave you $250 right now, what would be the book or multiple books that you would suggest is the best bang for your buck right now in terms of investments. So everybody's going to have different opinions on this, and it's going to be fascinating for all of us to see that discussion. So this is going to be an amazing concept. I think it's great. We've run it by the community on Instagram. They think it's going to be really interesting as well. And there's a lot of things that we're coming up with that are going to make this a lot of fun. But basically, the story is, instead of winning that single book or that mystery box full of $5 garbage, you're now going to be able to get an eBay gift card. And most of us buy most of our books on eBay anyway. And you're going to be able to either hold on to that eBay gift card and wait for the book that you're looking for, or books, or stack those eBay gift cards, because we're going to be doing multiple contests. But now it's up to you. You want to spend it on raw books? Go right ahead. You want to spend it on a lot of books? Go right ahead. You want to spend it on PGX books instead of CGC or CBCS? Go right ahead. Now it opens up the door for you to do what you want to do, as opposed to that same Hulk 181, ASM 300, whatever. And those books already be books you already have, or books that you're not necessarily interested in the moment. Now you can use the money and tell us, what would you buy? And that's what the contest is. What would you buy? I look forward to getting this started. We're going to hear feedback from you guys, and they're going to be running constantly. So we're going to start this. We're going to get the kinks worked out a little bit. There may be a contest up right now when you see this video, or we may have already filled up that contest, and we're already on to contest number 2. So the other thing that's pretty cool is, even when you win a raffle, you have to wait to get it in the mail, right? You have to wait to get that book. There's no waiting here. So because the eBay gift cards can be sent digitally, the only thing I need is your email address if you win. And within a few hours, you will have the digital $100, $250, $500, whatever it is, gift card in your email, ready to spend whenever you want. So I think that it's taken a long time to come up with a concept that's going to be interactive, informative, and fun, and flexible. That's the key, flexible. So I am super excited to finally roll this deal out for you guys. And yes, once we start doing them on YouTube as well, they're going to be interactive, and the chat's going to be going, and we're going to be able to talk the same way about whatever it is that we're running. And you guys could pitch in with what you would buy for the $250 gift card if you won. And we're going to learn together. We're going to learn about books that maybe some of you know about, some spec books, or multiple books. So that's going to be really interesting. I'm dying to see what the person comes up with that's not going to spend the full $250 on one slab or one book, but they're going to come up with multiple books for the $250, like a basket, like you do in a mutual fund. So in a mutual fund, instead of buying one stock, you're getting a basket of stocks. I'm looking for people that are going to think out of the box, okay? I'm looking for those really creative, interesting ideas of how you would spend your money, okay? So with that in mind, I'm glad to be back. Like I said, I haven't done a video in a few weeks. I do have some stuff to show you guys, and I guess I'll show you right now instead of doing another video. So before I forget, Make sure you check out the Instagram at geek_assets. You can also reach me through this channel, and we'll go from there when it comes to the contest. So one of the things that I've gotten a lot of stuff in the mail lately that were exclusive variants. And you know I'm a sucker for these, especially these DC ones with some of these artists that I absolutely love. I think I showed on the last video the Catwoman one. I don't have that to show because that's already off the CGC. But I got some smoking hot ones the last few weeks. 2 of them are already at CGC. I couldn't resist. So this is the one I didn't send. So this is the Art Germ. This is the Art Germ version of the 80th anniversary of Joker. Okay, the 80th. Love this cover. Now, the other 2 are not here. I did show them on Instagram if you check it out. This is the normal version with the title and everything else, the trade, the regular trade. The second one does not have this, and it's in color. And then the third one, which is a hot book right now because it was extremely limited, is the same thing, but Punchline appears on the bottom. And that's a virgin variant with Punchline in it. And that book, I can't wait to get that back from CGC. So this is the Art Germ. I think these were from Comic Mint, if I remember correctly. They're very hard. I think they're sold out. I know they're probably sold out of the one with Punchline. I'm pretty sure because I saw that one's already going for about $150 or so or something like that. But a great book. So got that a few weeks before. I got the Batman, The Adventures Continue, and these are really nice as well. And I can't remember. These are KRS. Who was the artist on these? Oh my God. I cannot remember who the artist on the cover is. That is horrible. I don't think it was Ian McDonald. I can't remember who it was. But take a look at this one. That one is, look at the glare. Sorry, guys. But beautiful, beautiful cover. It's an homage, obviously, to Batman Adventures 12. There's that version. There's this version. And I think there was there a third version? I don't remember. I don't remember. But that's the, look at that. All right. So those are going to go out to CGC too. And I'm not sending them out because I'm selling those. They're in mint condition. I didn't open these books. So for me, CGC is for 2 reasons. It's for 3 reasons. Yes, some of the books are for sale. I haven't sold a lot of books. A lot of the stuff I've sent in is my personal collection. But some of the books that are at CGC now, I am willing to sell when they get back. And we'll talk about that on another video. But the other reason I do these I just love these, some of these exclusive variant covers. I want to keep them in its best condition as I can. And I want to display them in my comic book room. And that's the only way to do it. So that's the reasons why I CGC. I don't do it just because I'm looking for 9/8 on everything to flip them the next day. That's not the reason I do them. All right. So the other version of that same book, Batman, The Adventures Continue, this is the other version that I bought. This is another exclusive variant. And that's kind of cool too. I kind of thought that was cool. The younger versions of them, pretty neat. And here's the other one. Oh, and these are by Chrissy Zolo. So this one, there was only 800 of these. That's why I bought it. There was only 800. You can see the certificate they send out. So you had to buy both of these, I guess, to get this one. That's usually the case. So this was number 226 of 800, and I think they're sold out of these too. So that's called the cell phone variant or whatever. Okay, the cell phone variant. And I thought it was kind of a cool cover. And this one, I think there was 3,000 or 1,500 of these. I don't remember how many of that one. So I thought those were really nice. So I got those as variants, and yeah, I get out of control once in a blue moon. I don't buy every one, but when they're DC ones and they're Batman or they're Harley Quinn, I'm a sucker. What can I tell you? This is another one that I've shown on another video, but I figured I'd show it again. So this is one of my favorite artists. This is Warren Liu. And I believe that's the way his name is pronounced, Lou or Low. That's called the movie variant. And this is Batman Superman 1, okay? The movie, this is only 500 copies of this one. And there were 2 versions of this. The other one is at CGC now. Okay, so this is the, which version is this? I don't know. One of them was called a black and white version, and it's hard to tell because they're the same cover. I think this may be the black and white version. I don't know. Maybe it's the other one. But I love that cover. I just love, this is one of my favorite variant covers. And I love Warren Liu. I love Derek Chu, 2 of my favorite artists. I love Art Germ as well. Those guys, I'm just a sucker for those guys. When they do covers, 99% of the time, I'm buying those covers. And a couple of other quick buys. So even though there haven't been any conventions for a while, yesterday in my town here in Raleigh, there was a sports card and memorabilia show. And I've been there before. It's a tiny little show, and there's usually like 2 or 3 guys that sell comics there. One guy had great wall books, really great wall books, but he wasn't willing to budge on anything. The prices were nothing. Everything he had, you could buy on eBay for the same price. I don't know. I just didn't get the impression the guy was looking to sell anything, to tell you the truth. So didn't buy anything from him. There was another guy that had some great DC stuff, had great conversation with him. And you know me, I love older DC stuff. This is not Silver Age, though. These are from 72. And these are 2 flashes I didn't have. And they're both Neil Adams. I'm pretty sure this one's a Neil Adams cover as well. Yes, this is 219. And you see Mirror Master. And I think that's the Trickster, the top. Okay, 219. And this one's in great condition. I mean, for an older book. Actually, there's a little ding on the corner. But other than that, the spine, it looks really good. That's a nice book. This is a book I've been hunting down. I saw it on eBay. It was graded. And the guy just wouldn't come down on the price. This book is not in as good of condition probably as the one on eBay. But it presents really good, and the guy gave it to me for $10. So there was no way I was going to pass this up. This is 215. 215. I showed this on Instagram, and you guys have seen before. I am thrilled at any books that have the JSA in it, any Golden Age heroes, like those type of crossovers. So I love Alan Scott Green Lantern crossovers, Jay Garrick crossovers here is the Golden Age Flash, JSA, JLA crossovers, things like that. And this cover is just phenomenal. And this is a Neil Adams cover. So it presents really good. And I figured for $10 I was not going to leave it. I mean, you can see there's creasing on the corner there. I don't know if you see that. If you can see it, there's a little creasing. It's not a perfect book, but for $10, the spine is good. It presents well. I don't know if these are going to go to CGC. I have so much stuff that's in line to go to CGC before these, so probably not, but I wanted them anyway. Now, finishing up, I did get a few slabs recently. One of these I may have shown, but I know I have not shown this one since it just came in this week. All right. So this is one of those, this is a perfect example of how you would use, if you won a $100, $250 eBay gift card, $500 eBay gift card, instead of getting those same Grail books and those raffles, there may be books like this one that you will never see in a raffle, but you've always wanted a copy of that book for your collection. So for you, maybe it's a personal Grail, as we call them, right? Well, this is a book that I've always wanted. It's a TV book, all right? So this is one of my favorite TV shows from the 60s. It's an old TV show for guys that are my age, or maybe you caught them somewhere else along the way. I love this TV show. And when I saw that there was a comic book for this TV show, I think there was only 8 issues of this. I've seen it at conventions, but not at the right price. So this is the type of book that you would have bought using one of those eBay gift cards. And here it is. Get Smart, #1. Sorry for the glare there. Oh, that's a little bit better. Okay, Get Smart #1. It's a CGC 5.0. So it's kind of a middle of the road. It presents good. This is not a big value book. This is not a book that there's, huge demand for. It's a 5.0. I wanted something between a 5 and a 7 probably in this book, but more importantly, I wanted something that was presentable. It didn't look like a rag, and that's exactly what this book is. It's a 5.0. Get Smart. Okay, it's a 5.0, and that's all I really wanted was something like that. So this is exactly a perfect example of one of those type of books that you could buy if you won the game. What would you buy? So with that in mind, I'm going to finish up right here. Go check out Instagram. This game that we're creating is just emerging now. We're going to be doing a lot of interesting things, a lot of different twists on the game going forward. And we're going to start it on Instagram. And then if you guys help us promote it and push it out there, we'll go live with it, and we'll start doing a couple of days a week, having those discussions live on the YouTube channel and doing the free raffle. Because remember, you're just purchasing the report and you're getting an entry into the raffle. And that's how it basically works. We'll start doing those live on YouTube if you guys are enjoying what we're doing. I hope the idea resonates with you. Let me know in the comments if you think it's a cool idea to have an eBay gift card and get whatever you want as opposed to whatever the raffler is willing to put up. With that in mind, have a great day. Stay safe, guys. Be strong out there. I know people are frustrated that they can't get to comic book conventions this year. The world will open up again. We will have our conventions back. In the meantime, have a great time with your family and find those books. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.